Hmm, Okay, we're just gonna wait for a little bit more time for more people to join, and for the people who are already here. Um, Hello everyone. Welcome to our USC Ambassador Coffee Chat. We have a lot of people joining today. That's awesome. Okay. Hello everyone. So what we're doing here today is called a coffee chat with our ambassadors. We are all current student here at USC. Oh, I see. Manor is probably in Hawaii right now.
No,
I'm
it's
not too
just
sure.
background.
Okay. Uh, that's a fancy background. I've never seen that before. Um, so all of you guys are allowed to talk, and whatever questions that you guys might have to us, feel free to ask. You can either directly talk to us, raise your hand, and I'll let you to talk, and or you can put your question in the Q&A section. We will either answer your question by typing it down, or we will answer them live. So, why don't we give everyone a very quick introduction of ourselves? I'll start. My name is Roderick Shi. As you can see, I'm a second year electrical engineering master here at USC. I'm graduating soon this semester. Very happy to meet you guys.
Hi guys, I'm Chelsea. I'm a second year computer science student here at USC, also a master's student. I'm also graduating very soon.
Hi, I'm Julia. I'm a first year master's student here at USC and I'm studying biomedical engineering.
I'm Manner. I'm a second semester of civil engineering, and nice to see you guys.
Hi all, I'm Sneha. I'm currently a master's in transportation engineering student, and this is my second semester.
Awesome. Now, okay, sounds great. Uh, any first question here from our group today? I'm sure all of you can unmute yourself and talk, but if you can't, let me know.
We don't have anything to present in this session. This is just for you guys, like if you have any questions for us. Um, but yeah, we'll just kind of sit here until like if you guys have any questions and we can answer them for you. But we don't have any presentations, just a heads up.
I'm sure. I feel like now is the time that we have someone raising the hand. Anna, Anna, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. How about you?
Good, good.
Um, I guess my general question would be what distinguishes Bitterby as an engineering school compared to other schools? Because I'm trying to weigh my options now based on network and location and resources and more importantly faculty. So I wanted to ask your experience with the engineering school and why you maybe chose it versus other schools that you were considering.
Of course. I can get it started. So Viterbi as an engineering school is very unique. So we have a larger population in the master program than the undergraduate program, meaning that we have more master students. Um, and then undergrad student will be less than PhD students. We actually have more PhD students than other schools too, meaning that our school, USC, focuses more on the research part of the engineering, while a lot of other schools might focus more on the uh, practical side, or I would say undergraduate general study side of the engineering side. But what I love about Viterbi is, I would say two things, most importantly. One is how much Viterbi has pretty much all the best resources for engineering study. For example, I'm from the ECE major, electrical and computer engineering major. We do have one of the best resources because we are working with companies like Apple, companies like Cadence, to give students pretty much the best program or the best softwares that the industry is using right now, which they cost a lot of money, but we're one of the few schools who are able to use them, who are able to use when I do chip design, we're able to use uh, very state-of-the-art chip nodes, which it's pretty rare to see. Another thing is definitely the networking within the fraternity. I'm sure a lot of you have heard that USC is really good at networking, but how good is it is something that you have to realize after you come to our campus, after you start to become a Trojan. I felt even like during the first day I was at school, everyone's been telling me how much important um, networking will be for me. And everyone has been pushing me, and everyone around me has been working with me together to, push ourselves to a better place, to network, to talk to other people. And it is true, we have tons of events, which I'm sure today we'll talk about some of those events later. Those events, like literally every single week, you'll have some kind of networking event for career resources or um, just networking for fun and having making more friends. And sometimes those friends will lead you to have more resources in the future. So that's my insight on why I chose Viterbi.
I want to note though, with the whole research aspect, I do think Viterbi and like USC in general is a very powerful research school. We like do a lot of research. There are a lot of labs that you can attend, but the actual courses itself, you can choose whether or not you want to do a research focused course or not. Like for me, for example, I really enjoy research, but I didn't choose to do a thesis track. I chose to do stuff that's like a mixture of thesis and more practical stuff. And you can also choose to take PhD level classes, at least in the CS degree. So you can really personalize the kind of experience you have compared to some other schools that I was looking at. I was also considering like UCSD, for example. And to my knowledge, those are like very, very theoretical, a lot less flexibility basically in the courses that you could choose. So that's at least something that I found was like a selling point for me for USC. Not sure if anyone else wants to add anything.
I think that's wonderful. Anyone else? Okay. Uh, oh, we have more people joining. That's awesome. And also, I think a lot of people here are probably international students, and maybe we have a mix of domestic and international today, which is awesome. USC, Viterbi does have a higher population of international. I think it's pretty much the same in a lot of schools. What I want to add is that Viterbi has I'm 100% sure Viterbi has everything, all the resources that you will need in order to find a job or in order to start an entry-level engineering job in the industry right now. So that is awesome. That's something that my mentor told me the first year I joined, and I think that was true. In fact, that we're opening more courses nowadays for AI and other in other fields too, in quantum too. Following the trend. Oh, we have a question from the Q&A. Oh, Chelsea is typing.
I was typing, but I'll just answer since we're getting to
Okay.
it anyway. So I feel like most students here are self-funded or they've taken out some sort of government loan in their local country. But yes, it is like quite expensive, but we always recommend people to apply to as many external scholarships as possible. I'm just going to send a link to the external scholarships page right now. Oh, sorry, I think I sent it to
Oh, no
only the
problem.
posts. Yeah. So here is the link to the external scholarships PDF. I actually made this PDF myself, so take advantage of this resource.
Wow.
But yeah, apply to as many as you can. And there's no limit to how many scholarships you can apply to. So if anything is like applicable to you, please go ahead and do that. I do want to mention as well that USC, upon application to USC, you will be put into a pool for the USC Viterbi scholarships, but that one is really competitive and typically you shouldn't expect really to like for that to cover like sorry, my brain is a bit everywhere. You shouldn't expect that to be your main source of funding in most cases because it is so competitive. So we definitely recommend you apply to some external scholarships as well. But yeah, just to sum it up, most people are self-funded or I believe we have a lot of students doing like part-time as well. Like they are not part-time like on campus, but like they are part-time in industry and part-time here doing a master's degree.
Yes, for those people who are doing part-time master degree, they're probably doing something called Dan Viterbi, which is our online program. Right. For those of you who just joined, this is our coffee chat. So feel free to unmute yourself and ask any questions that you want. Anything, even personal questions. Mm, I think I can start something. Um, today's cold. Today is a little bit cold in the California side, which is kind of weird. But I think it's getting hot very soon, right? Over 80 or 90.
I think just enjoy it while it lasts.
I
I'm not
know,
looking forward to it getting really hot again.
I know. Well, for those of you who haven't experienced California weather, so we're sunny all year long, like usually. Um, it doesn't get it doesn't get under like you'll never see snow in your life if you live here. So that's the downside, I guess. But on the bright side, you'll be able to enjoy beach. You'll be able to enjoy hiking, everything. A lot of things. There's no raining. You can go out and play your favorite sport every single day. If there is raining, it's gonna be a big news. Every time it rains, we're gonna see some big news. Oh, you can't write in the chat? Oh, I'm so sorry. I actually didn't know that, but
I just changed the setting. I think everyone should be able to type in the chat now, but
oh, thank you.
I'm not sure why that was set by default.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for letting us know. But do we work on campus? Yes, this is our job. We are ambassadors of Viterbi. We're representing Viterbi and answer questions and help people or help students to get into Viterbi or grow in Viterbi. But there are other people who are doing other jobs on campus. For example, some of us might have a greater job for some classes or a class assistant's job, or what we call, there's another position we call as course producer, which is basically a TA position for master, but they don't want to call it TA because they want to differentiate that from the PhD TAs. So like those jobs, you'll have to fight for it, honestly. But like if you're academic strong, meaning that you getting 4.0 and everything, there's a high chance that the professors will love you and take you in as a course assistant, and they get paid pretty well if that's something that you're thinking about. Oh, RA and TA ship and hmm, do any of us know about the RA and TA
Yeah,
ship?
so RAs and TAs are reserved for only PhD students. There's no positions available for master students, but that doesn't mean that you can't do research here. There are paid research positions for master students as well. But those you kind of have to wait for newsletters. Usually we have newsletters that professors who have a lab and they're looking for students to fill positions, they all post that. Um, in the newsletter. So you will have opportunities to do basically what RAs are doing, but you just won't have the title. Not sure exactly what the cause is. I heard just like through the grapevine that it might be something to do with unionizing, like the TAs or like PhD students are unionized or something, and it's different for master students. But that's not super related, but basically, long story short, TAs and RA positions specifically are reserved for PhD students. But as Roderick just mentioned, we do have course producer and like course grader positions available for like students, master students, and typically it's after you've done that class and if you've gotten a good grade. I'm not sure if they care about like your overall performance as long as you're like you have a solid grade. But definitely a good grade in that class is something that is necessary.
Hmm.
Parking. Oh, sorry, yeah. Yeah, I see a question about parking as well. Parking for Downey structure, which is the closest to the Viterbi area, is quite limited, and you do have to try to snatch those up as soon as it's possible, I heard. But getting campus parking in general is like pretty doable. If you live close by to campus within like a 2 mile radius or so, you don't actually need to get campus parking if you can find one for like I'm assuming you'll have to find a parking for your accommodation as well. So if you wanted to save some money, you don't have to because after 7 p.m. we have a free lift program within 2 mile radius of campus. So you can just take the lift back home if it's getting late. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for parking.
Mm. Okay, yeah. Uh, Definitely. Actually, for parking, um I can add a little bit because I'm driving from Orange County to LA pretty much whenever I need to. So I usually for the first year I park on campus, but just like every single school, if you park on campus, you'll have to pay. Um, then I realized that there are residential areas around the campus where a lot of people park. So that's basically just a mile from campus or 0.5 miles from campus. You can park there and probably walk to campus, or like me, you can get a scooter. So yeah, pretty convenient. Mm. Mm. By the way, since we talked about how important it is to get a good grade in a class, I want to talk about like how important professors can be in your job hunting or career development. We have a lot of professors coming from industry, actually, in Viterbi. For me, I have two professors, one from Meta, another one from Oracle, used to work for Google. And I have and there's another professor who actually, constantly working with Intel, Apple, and Microsoft when he was young. So like they all have resources. Actually, there was one class that if you get an A in the future, whenever this professor has any private like previous students giving him insights of any openings for jobs, he'll always send it to his A students in the past, which was really unique. So like getting an A for a lot of classes is definitely a good idea.
I think
What
they
class
asked
was
what class
that?
was that.
Oh, okay. Let me type in the chat. So I'm ECE major, so I took EE 457, which was the one that you get an A, you get job informations. EE, oh, sorry. I should send it to all. My bad. So these three courses are taught by either inside professor, but really good at connection with outside people, or just taught by industry people. We have part-time professors here, so. Okay. Um, yeah.
So for accommodations for master students and grad students, typically the accommodation available for us, even if it's stated as on-campus housing, they're just university affiliated housing that is actually off campus. So I would recommend housing outside of campus in general. Is around the same price, if not cheaper, as on-campus housing for better quality typically. And the USC housing portal, I think it's like Stars portal or something. Um, you can go through it. I actually found my flatmates currently going through that portal and then connecting with them and then backing out of it and finding accommodation outside campus together. If that's something you want to do, I guess it's more reliable than looking through a Facebook group, though, of course, you can find people that way too. I know a lot of people who did. Housing outside of campus, depending on the situation that you're looking for. Like, for example, if you have someone to share with. I believe you can get bedrooms for about 900 roughly if you have a shared room. And that's like pretty much the bottom range, I would say, if it's a 1B 1B. Um, and you can get individual rooms with your own bathroom, private bathroom, like for example 3B 3B or 4B 4B for around, I would say 1,200 to about, well, up. You can always go up. But yeah, typically within the 1,200 range to 1,500 range, I would say, per month. Yeah, and some are including utilities, some don't include utilities, so that's the rough estimate I would give. It's roughly the same as on campus.
Also for off-campus housing, USC have certain groups like community groups. So maybe they can check out, like, you can just check out those groups. Like from there itself, you can find like they have a sheet and all of that Excel sheet. From there, you can contact people who are looking for roommates, and that would also help. Like for me, that's how I got to know about my roommates and what are all the housing options. And also, there are a few websites that you guys can check out for like what are all the near campuses housings and what is the price range, and then maybe negotiate later on.
Yep, housing is definitely important. I don't live like around campus, but I think it's definitely convenient to live around campus. We also have a lot of people living in K-Town or even closer to Culver City. they're just driving every day, which is pretty cool. Do you guys think driving is needed in LA or for USC? Manner, what do you think?
I don't have a car. I just got my say driver license.
Oh, you got your
Yeah,
driver's license?
yeah.
Hey, that's awesome. Are you gonna buy a car soon?
If I can get an internship here, and
You'll
I
get
will
the
buy a
internship.
car, yeah.
Well, you
But
can rent one now, right?
oh yeah, it's a good idea. And
Yeah,
I do think for just for school we do not need a car. But if you want to like hang out and go somewhere to like travel or something, you need a car. And if you have a car, like you will have more social activities. But
that's
if
true.
you do not have a car, maybe like you just stay at home or go to school.
Hmm. Do you drive in China?
Travel in China? No.
Oh, you don't drive in China. Oh, so you just learn driving here.
But I have driver license in China, then but I never drive there.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Congratulations. Yes, of course.
Thank you.
We actually had a little bit more people joining just now. So for those people who just joined, welcome to our coffee chat. Hopefully you have coffee soon. Never mind. But yeah, we're here to answer any of your questions about USC or anything about your life or your career. We're here to help. If you feel like you want to unmute and talk to us, welcome. But you can also type your question in the Q&A section. Let us know. Viterbi recently hosted a holiday celebration event. Did you guys participate or some of your friends did? If so, can you share this experience? We did. We have it every year, right? Any of you actually went there? I live a little bit. I don't live close by, so I don't think I went. But I
I
know, yeah. Go
I
ahead.
didn't go to the Holy event, but I went to I'm forgetting the name of the dance festival, it's like kind of like a circle dance and everyone um I can find it for you later, but like we do definitely yes,
Yeah.
Gaba. Yeah, that one. It was so fun. Like my friends, I borrowed like some clothes from them and then we had a great time. Like a lot of these things are hosted by USC or USC's like certain cultural groups. Like for example, for Chinese New Year, I guess Lunar New Year, we have like the Chinese Student Association hosts all sorts of big events and anyone can attend. Same for Gaba, it was super fun. Holi, I haven't been to myself, unfortunately, because every time something else comes up. But yeah, these events are definitely awesome. There's also always food trucks and
I
stuff.
know. Yeah. LA has some of the best taco trucks,
That's a fact. That's
That's
true.
the facts. I sent a link in the chat. I think it's a post about this year's Holi. So talking about events, I want to share something interesting. We have something called Engage SC. Engage SC, it's a website or a software, an app that USC made for all of the students. Engage SC has all the events, everything, including smaller ones, club events, school events, or big, small, outside recruiter events, everything in this single website. You can filter whatever you want there, and they'll tell you whether you want whether they provide food or not. So Engage SC is awesome because like I think someone tried it because someone was doing a challenge saying, oh, if I just don't cook any food, don't buy any food every day in USC, if I just go to those events for their free food, is that possible? And they actually succeeded. Like,
For how long?
I don't know, I think for a day or something.
I think people always like seem to find free stuff, and I'm never there for it. It's really sad.
Me
I'm
neither. I
ready
want
to
free
keep an eye
shirts.
on
Yeah,
Engage
exactly.
SC.
Engage SC is definitely something that if you have your buddy with you, because sometimes we get shy when we go to events, but like uh if you have someone with you, it's much better.
So, I see a question about international admitted students. If they fail to secure an F1 visa at the time that course starts, that actually happened to me. My initial visa was not passed. It was it went through administrative processing into the time where my course was starting. I was supposed to be admitted for summer 2024, but ended up joining fall 2024 instead. Or was it 2025? I don't know, time anyway. But the process is you just contact the admissions department and they will write you a new offer. I know like on official websites and stuff, it always says um like you might not be guaranteed entry into the next semester, but generally that isn't the case. Generally they only say that as like a like just in case there could be situations like that. But if you speak with the Viterbi admissions department, they are very, very helpful with that kind of stuff, and they will provide you with the like any documents you need. Like for me, I was asked to provide like a supervisor name, but we don't have any supervisors for our program, so they were able to write me a letter explaining that to the um the US Embassy, etc. So don't worry about that too much. If you're okay with starting maybe a semester later or something, that that isn't a worry. So yeah, just get in contact with the admissions department if you feel um, there's anything like any delays could happen. My process would be like send them a message through the form and then maybe a couple hours later or a day later, depending on how urgent it is, give them a call because that's what I did. And yeah, they're very, very responsive.
Yep. I mean, if that actually happened, it's kind of unfortunate. No
Yeah,
problem.
good luck with handling everything.
Yeah.
It's so stressful. I was like, that's when I learned the habit. I used to not check my phone at all. And then I got into the habit like every single day for 3 months. I was waking up like first thing in the morning, I would check my emails to see if there were any updates on my case. It was so stressful, but I
Yeah.
hope no one else has to go through that.
I think yeah, that's definitely me when I'm job hunting, hoping for emails every day.
Every day is just unfortunately, but
Yeah.
hopefully it will change. You just need one. That's like my mentor at my current internship is trying to comfort me that way, like saying job hunting is never like linear progress. It's just a zero, 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 and then suddenly one. But
Yeah, but
yeah,
you'll have to be prepared for that one, right?
that's true. That's true.
I think I'm a little bit different. I feel like I wasted a lot of opportunities.
I
Like
talk about wasted opportunities. I have a Google interview next week, like this
that's awesome.
Tuesday, final round, and I haven't done any leak code. I've done max 30 questions in my entire life. I'm sorry,
Wait,
I'm outing myself to everyone. I'm sorry. I hate leak code.
no, it's okay.
I can't do it.
Wait, but like it's final round. They still do
I
lead code
know
questions?
they're flying me out like for a technical round. So I'm just gonna take it as a holiday. I'm not gonna like I feel like I'm wasting this opportunity, but I just don't have time.
Yeah.
A bit personal, but
Sure. We have a question. Sharing any links about housing course producer. No. We would love to have you messaging more, actually. Let me see. We for a job, so when you join USC, there's going to be a platform called Handshake. A lot of schools use this. I'm not sure if you've heard about this thing before. It's called Handshake. You don't have access to it yet, but like once you confirm that you admit to USC, you'll have this thing. Um, so on Handshake, this is an app or a website. You'll find like all the opening jobs on campus and off campus, and also course producer positions sometimes is posted there too. But for course producers or grade position, we actually applied it in a different place. Also a place that you can get access after you get admitted. It's called MyViterbi. Something that you'll have to go in there so many times to change your status of stuff or like upload documents and stuff. Yeah, these are the things that you'll learn just on your way, I think. Ambassador roles. If you want to connect with us, we have a Unibuddy link that I can share. Let's see.
Sneha, you mentioned the forums for finding housing and stuff. Could you post the link in chat as well for people for that?
Yeah, yeah, actually, I was suggesting like apartments.com, like that's a website you can check out. And apart from the groups, I'm not sure if I can send. I'm trying to find that actually. Yeah, it's mostly if you are a part of any USC groups or like for me it was more of like I connected like the advisement like advisement meets, and then through that I was able to find Viterbi links, and then from there I was able to find housing links. So I guess that's how it works. I'm not sure if I could share. I'll just check, and if I could put it in, I'll do it.
And I do think there is an on-campus job career fair every semester, like at the beginning of the semester. You can, yeah, go to the on-campus job career fair and find some jobs.
Oh yeah, we do have on-campus job career fair
Yeah.
where you can, talk to on-campus employers, which is cool. We have another question about I'm admitted in master's program, but unfortunately not admitted in PhD program. I heard there is a big change to PhD program after entering as a master's student at Viterbi. Can you share some information or experience you may have heard about it? Andy, may I ask what
What's your
major you
major?
are? So from my experience, I'm from the ECE major. The first year I joined, my professors was like, okay, so we're taking probably 2 to 3% of the entire cohort, or like 5 to 10 students every single year. Oh, you're computer science, that's awesome. So for ECE, like they would love to take 5 to 10 students every single year to PhD under USC every single year, from master to PhD. Even though you had like zero research experiences, they will teach you throughout the master years. So like this is just what I heard. They love to convert master student from Viterbi to PhD student just because, first of all, you're familiar with the school, you're familiar with the faculty already. Second of all, they have some time to train you during the master, and they'll give you some research to do and everything. And if you did it well, it's like an internship, right? So like they'll definitely give you a PhD role in the future. Because if they had to hire someone from outside for PhD, it's like a gambling, right? So like they don't know if that person is good or not, but like you're inside of USC, they can see you. So you have much better chance to get in.
There's a lot of chances to get connected with professors during your master's program. There's so many labs open looking for students. And I believe the PhD program, from what I know, is just like any program, PhD program. It is very different from the master's programs because it depends on the department you're in as well. Like some departments do rotations, some departments are pretty set on the professors. It also varies a lot by professor. Some professors will require you to, for example, do like teaching on the side. Some professors will be sufficiently funded for you to not have to do any teaching roles at all. So this is just like a discussion you'll have to have with like faculty once you're in the position to start looking for a PhD, but definitely take advantage of the fact that we have so many research labs. And yeah, I know people who are like really like I'm really interested in research. I do research at the university as well, but I haven't really been I'm not looking to go into PhD yet, so yeah, but as far as I'm aware, like the PhD students I'm connected to, they all have very different experiences even within the same department. So it really depends on what specifically you want like answers about. But you can also, as a master's student, take NCS. I see you're in CS as well. Up to 2 PhD courses and I'm taking my second PhD level course this semester. So I've done privacy preserving machine learning last semester, and I'm doing natural language dialogue systems this semester. So these are both PhD level courses. So you'll be working amongst other PhD students as well. You can connect with them that way. Yeah, it depends on your interest. There's so many labs open.
I'll have to add like if you want research or if you want a PhD in the future, you have to be proactive and connect with your professors. Like they're really busy sometimes. You just have to try. Because emails usually, if you just email them, sometimes those emails gets ignored. But like
Don't take it
if you
personally if
talk,
they don't
yeah,
respond. Yeah, just keep going.
yeah.
Unless they tell
I
you to stop.
feel like it's better just to talk to them in person, confront them, ask them.
Like one of the professors I'm like studying under for the PhD level course this semester, she says that like even if I like our class projects um go really well, she's willing to like help us develop it like into a paper or something later on down the line, and that kind of stuff tends to lead to like better chances of securing a PhD with them. So
Oh yeah, us too. A lot of master projects are actually really, really interesting, and it can lead to something new in the industry, right? Something you get it done in 3 months and you can write a paper about it and publish it, which is actually really awesome. Hi, Roger. I've also been admitted to MSECE. You want to know how are the VLSI design and computer architecture courses in the department? You're lucky. We added more courses for architecture people. I wish I had those courses in the beginning, but like we now have a course. Okay, let's talk about the basic first. So for architecture, VLSI is actually really good. I'll type you all the related courses. So two of the most important ones are these two, which talks to you about, everything that you can learn about CPU, GPU, a little bit GPU. If you want a little bit more machine learning, 508 is a great one. But nowadays, we have another course that's offered in the summer that teaches you about system verification, which is a dream for a lot of architecture students. Why? Because in the industry of VLSI, with one design engineer, you'll have to pair it up with 7 to 8 verification engineers. And in order to become a verification engineer, you'll have to learn about system verification. system verification course was not offered when I joined, but now is offered in the summer. And honestly, with this course, you'll have a much better chance to get a job in the future, just because how, we have a very strong need of verification engineers in the future, and you'll really have to have a good architecture background in VLSI. I'm not in the architecture track. I am more in the physical design one. Actually, right now I'm in analog, but I was going for physical design. But yeah, I think it's definitely a right time and right place to take architecture in the ECE now. Let me see if I can find the link of that course. Um, for architecture, we also have a very important course in the summer that's offered. It's called EE 560. Give me a sec. So here you can find our schedule for class in the summer, also, fall and spring. There are two courses that are really important, which are these two. Let me type it down. So these two courses, one is the one that I talked about, system verification, and the other one is EE 560. 560 is a course that teaches you everything about GPU, and you will actually embed a CPU system inside of an FPGA. So anyways, those two courses, how people describe them. My professor described them as if you get an A from those courses, you'll have 100% chance getting an interview from the big tech, at least an interview, which is, a very high compliment for those courses. Good luck with that. I think they're hard, but like it's very useful too. Yeah. How hard is it to switch program after the first semester? Um, what are some difficulties you all faced in your program and how did you go? So we can convert or switch to programs within our department, right? For example, I'm ECE program. I I can change from general EE to machine learning EE or like analog EE, but like, can we change from, for example, EE to CS? Is that possible?
I only know that apparently it seems to be the case that other programs are allowed to switch amongst themselves, but no one is allowed to switch into CS. So you can switch from CS out of CS, but you can't switch back, you can't switch into CS.
Yeah, but
I'm
CS
not
is very
sure.
unique, right? Because CS
Yeah.
is really
But
big.
I think I'm biomedical engineering. If I wanted to switch to mechanical engineering, I could. Like also depends on the elective you choose, but also you can switch after the first semester, so probably you would have to take additional courses, but yeah, you can do it, I guess.
Yeah. I think it's much easier to switch within your program because uh there are different tracks in your program, but like it'll be difficult to switch to other programs for sure.
For CS specifically, you can switch after the first um, semester into a different track within CS. Like for example, if you're in general and you want to switch to a specialization, but there are some grade requirements for that. Last time I heard it was you have to have at least a 3.2 GPA to be able to switch onto a specialization, and you don't have any requirements to switch into general. But yeah, I'm not sure about other majors.
No, we're the same, but like our GPA requirement is lower, it's 3.0. Okay. We have around 10 more minutes. We can take several more questions. But before that, can we take a screenshot of everyone? I think that's a requirement from our boss. So we can post that in our Instagram. Um, let us know if you guys are ready, ambassadors. Smile.
Who's taking the screenshot?
I can
Oh,
take it.
okay.
You want me to take it? Okay.
Nice. I'm assuming you're done.
No, I got it. Yeah,
Okay,
I got it.
perfect.
Thank you. Wait, I have a question. When we do fight on, is the pump facing outside or inside?
It should be
Outside?
facing outside. It should just be this. But that might be my bias as a Brit because in British English, this is swearing.
This
No, no,
this
no.
That's
is
the
swearing?
It's
equivalent of
like
middle
this, not.
finger
It's like
in the
this.
UK.
Oh, this is swearing?
This is what it should be. At least in the UK, this means like F you. This means like up yours. Like
Really?
it's really rude. Yeah.
It's two fingers, not one.
Yeah, I know, but backwards, this is not good in the UK.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah,
I've been doing this for a while.
I know.
Okay.
It's like
Oh my God.
I don't think it's a thing abroad, but in the UK, it's just
Okay,
fun fact.
it's great. Any last minute questions? Oh yeah, we do have one. How do you all stay successful in your programs?
I
Anyone
think
who is
I
successful?
think honestly for me, I don't know about how successful I am, but part of it is motivation from peers. I feel like I've never been in an environment where everything is so like everyone is so motivated to do like to actually succeed. I feel like in my undergrad, like everyone wanted to get good grades, but not many people had really an idea what they wanted to do, what they like, or like anything they wanted to fight for. But at USC, we really have that environment where people are looking to like go into the workplace. They have or they want to go into a PhD and they work hard to get there. Like they do the coursework and they do like extracurriculars that benefit them or like take care of their health and stuff. And I think for me, um, having people around me to push me and like we keep each other in check. I think that's my biggest advice. Yeah.
I agree. Actually, when I joined the program, I feel like I was, you know, uh, I was wrong, I would say, in a lot of points. So like my mindset was weird because I felt like when I joined the program, I felt like everyone around me was my competitor. So I didn't want to be nice to anyone. I was like, you guys are fighting for the same job positions, same future as me. So like I have to fight you guys, right? But it's not true. So don't act like me. Um, it's not true. Like I realized that you can't do this alone. The job market sucks already, so you can't be just going forward, moving forward alone. Just like Chelsea said, you have to have the motivation from your peers too. So I grew up, so I built my own networks within the program. I have great friends who are supporting me along the way, or fighting for the same future. We are encouraging each other every day. I think that's what makes it matter, right? So you can't do this alone. You have to find your friends.
I was slightly different. I went in with the same mindset I had in undergrad, which was basically like, oh, I just need good grades and that's it. But like I pretty much never applied to any internships in my undergrad. Didn't apply to any jobs. I was just like, I'm just here to study. But here at USC, like hearing other people's perspectives and like listening to what they heard from other people, like through networking about like how the industry works and stuff. I like eventually like everyone just pushes each other, motivates each other. And yeah, like you have study sessions with your friends. You like forward each other opportunities that you think would benefit each other. And like the internship that I'm currently doing, I think is something that my like one of my friends found and was like, "Hey, weren't you doing like similar research like for this position?" And then they forwarded it to me. So building that kind of network is pretty important, I would say. I think you definitely can succeed if you're on your own, but it really like if you had a choice, definitely
Yeah,
find
for
some.
sure. You know, and in the future, even though you're just by yourself getting into a big company, you'll still have to have your connections, right? What if like, um, okay, knock on the wood, but layoffs happen, right? So you'll have to have your connections to help you somehow, or maybe you want to switch your job or something. Depends on your career goal. But having someone, out there, thinking that, oh, they're doing the same thing with me, I think that's a great, great thing to have. Okay. Have any last minute questions? If not, I think we can probably end right here. I think that was a wonderful panel. Yeah, thank you, Sarah, for asking a lot of questions. I love your questions, honestly. No, 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 don't be sorry. But yeah, uh, thank you for all the ambassadors, and thank you guys for coming today. And hopefully we can see each other on campus one day and stay connected. I'll send the Unibuddy link again. Find us in this link. This is also like if you find us in this link and talk to us, that's how we get money. So talk to us.
So honest.
Okay.
But yeah, if you have any questions that you didn't have time to ask, or you think of anything new that you want to ask, or anyone specifically, you can probably find someone on the program that you're looking for,
Yeah,
as one of our ambassadors if you want to connect with someone that's more relevant to your course as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for attending. And yeah, hope
awesome.
to connect
All
later.
right. I'll see
Take
you
care,
see you guys
everyone.
later. Bye.
Bye.